man at the back. Ortega Decio, if this scrum starts to feel it.
Just would like to see Delgi on the right wing, just flatten right up so he's an option, and it makes Milner Scudder have to hold his whip. He's a little bit deep there.
Set.
The scrum has improved. This time the front rows go down. Referee happy to let it go.
Leave it.
Cabelli fires it away. Oh, lovely ball! And Buffelli is in! Oh, they set that up perfectly.
Yes, they did. And it was always on to come right. They'd set it up nicely. Sanchez went really early, so he showed his cards to the All Blacks. But what Buffelli did was he held his line and his depth, and so when Sanchez got it, the no-look pass was absolutely perfect. So there's Buffelli, he just times his run perfectly. He's committed as McKenzie, has to go in on Sanchez, and Buffelli's line is excellent.
The line is so close to the right-hand shoulder of Sanchez that it's very, very hard to defend. Beautiful line. Buffelli, he's been dangerous all night. He certainly has. He's got great reward there.
Now Sanchez with the conversion. And the margin tightens up again. It's 32-24. Great character being shown here by the Pumas.
Conversion is successful and the score is 32-24 to the All Blacks.
Confirming the threat that he poses to Emiliano Buffelli. What a great night it has been. And we've still got 10 to go. Alemano runs it back at the oncoming All Black players. I think it's somehow work another try. What a finish we'd be in for. High kick, better kick. Very contestable, but in the end taken nicely by Milner. Scudder on McKenzie. Absolutely flattened there by Pablo Matera.
Timing. Take the man here.
Oh, I said he was in the air.
Yeah, it's one of those debatable ones because McKenzie sort of jumped into him and he was already committed to making the tackle. It's a tough one. It's right under law. He's got it bang on the referee, but it's always tough as a defender. Like when he gets it, McKenzie sort of jumps. And as a defender, he was already committed. Look, he's watching, his head's down, and it's touch and go, isn't it? But yes, under the letter of the law, he gets it right, the referee.
So now it's a line out. 25 from the line, Harris.
Well, a debut, Tony, an All Black debut. Titora Tahoriorangi in jersey 21 in 9 very important moments.
And here he is, first touch in Test rugby from the man out of Rotorua Boys High School. Good, strong run too from Leonard Brown, who's been a standout since coming on in this game. Taken on by Savia. The All Blacks looking for the score that will put this one out of reach. Tuonga Fasi has it in there. Now away it goes to McKenzie. Out the back door to Milner Scudder. Well, nice pass from McKenzie. But the defence holds. McKenzie again in the action. Goodhue moves it on. Ben Smith can't get past Mojano, who's been good on attack and defence. Tahoriorangi. Away it goes now. Tuonga Fasi. Now Frizell, who had a phenomenal first half. Latching onto that, though, was Kramer. Reclaimed, though, by Scott Barrett. Tahoriorangi fires it away to Whitelock. That's Luke Whitelock. Back they go the other way. McKenzie now. Damien McKenzie pumps it back in field. Tahoriorangi chopped down about 6 short of the line. Now Frizell onto it. Again, the All Blacks put the foot down. Savia, he's just short. Frizell! For the try. Oh, what a moment for Shannon Frizell.
Vintage All Blacks, under pressure, conceding a try. The scoreboard getting a little bit too tight for comfort, and they just roll their sleeves up and go to work. 16 phases later, Shannon Frizell, the brute of a man that he's been this evening, barges his way over. Razzle-dazzle from McKenzie, expect nothing less. Gets through the contact here. Back on the inside, Tahoriorangi, who's had a very exciting start. Frizell close, too strong.
Oh, gives the fins up to the local fans too. The kick is over. And the All Blacks stretch it out again, 39-24. What a night for Shannon Frizell. His first start in a test, his second appearance. Phenomenal in the first half and a try in the second.
21,404 is the official crowd. A lot of them are Tasman folks, and they will take great pride in that. They would have been nervous 2 or 3 minutes ago, but the All Blacks, with their professionalism, will finish strong again.
He's back in the action too, with ball in hand. Frizell, Tauriorangi, Perry, another Tasman player. There's a bit of a hospital pass, but Leonard Brown's been so good tonight, stayed strong, kept the ball alive. Xavier's been all bristling aggression with ball in hand. Mackenzie floating it wide. Ben Smith can't pick up a low one. Just for the benefit of you watching around the world, and welcome it belatedly, the old fins up the Tasman Mako, the local team. It's how they celebrate tries. This match being played in Nelson. There's Tauriorangi, adds to the list of All Blacks coming out of Rotorua Boys High School.
A lot of pre-engagement as well.
Pre-engaged.
Both teams. Both teams. Me too.
Looks composed too.
Yeah, like I said, plenty of energy, good exciting start.
Space.
Just got into his work, his clearance was excellent. Here's the game tracker.
It's a great game tracker, that, because it just shows you how often the All Blacks strike back against
straight
a score,
away,
isn't it?
Yeah, good point.
Yep, 15, 18, 42, 49. Every time Argentina have got their way back into the game, the All Blacks have struck.
So the ball from the first, it was perfect. Now the last two scrum, we pre-engage. I don't need a pre-engage.
This has been a belter of a game.
Crutch.
Played in absolutely superb conditions. Beautiful ground conditions, overhead conditions. Terrific crowd. It just caps an absolutely memorable day in this beautiful city.
Absolutely, it does. Yeah, a success story through and through. First time they've played rugby on. This is a newly sown field. You can see it there. It's in pristine condition. It's the first game since they re-sowed it, and it looks immaculate. The players have loved it, and we've had an entertaining game.
They made a lot of commitments, and they've kept them about what they could put on here. Again, the All Black forward pack just owning the Pumas at scrum time. Ben Smith wants to get involved.
Never back 10 there, never back 10.
He's struggling to be back 2, I think.
10.
Yep, they have shown, I think, the people of this region a bit of that old New Zealand can-do attitude. They made an audacious bid to host this test. They've engaged the whole region, not just the rugby people, the whole community. It was an absolute joy to be around town today.
Certainly was.
The best thing, Justin, for me about this Argentinian performance is they haven't performed like this in their traditional way. They've done it in a different way, which has been so effective.
Yet they have contributed mightily to what has been a hugely entertaining test match. This little bit of dropsy there, unusual from Sam Whitelock.
And what I mean by that, Tony, is that normally you would expect power in the scrums, dominance at set piece time, but they haven't done it. They've done it in a running, aggressive, frantic style. He's got to be pleased.
Yeah, it's better.
Well, what reinforces this is the statistics. Argentina have dominated them. The only one they haven't dominated is the scoreboard. The All Blacks have had to make more tackles. Argentina's had better possession, better territory. They've asked the All Blacks to make more tackles. The All Blacks have fallen off more tackles. They've had more time inside. They've dominated everything apart from the scoreboard. And the stats that we've just rolled up reinforces their contribution to this game and how dominant they've actually been. But it just goes to show how lethal the All Blacks are.
They have a habit, the Pumas, of peaking for World Cups. They did it in 27, where they had a tremendous tournament there. They did it again in 2015.
Fine.
You get a feeling if they can iron out some of these issues that we've been talking about, they, again, have got the potential to have a huge impact on next year's tournament. And here's one of the men, too. He'll be central to Ortega Decio, powerful off the back. Lavanini, as always, has thrown everything at it. Sanchez getting it through the hands, but defence. That was Tim Perry, I think, with the hit there was on Pablo Matera, and the ball's been spelled, and here's McKenzie, Damien McKenzie, Mo'unga out wide. He's taken just inside the 22, but it's still there. Tahuriorangi away. Tuonga Fasi now. Tahuriorangi, little no-whip pass. Oh, Goodhue! What a wonderful try! Absolutely sensational.
Imagine how dangerous they would be if they dominated the stats. It's just super impressive to watch. And it's worth mentioning, obviously, there has been a few changes, so there would be a little bit of time to get the rhythm, but the rhythm is there right now at the moment. Started with a big tackle from Perry. Eventually they got the turn off, and the minute that McKenzie got the ball, nearly 21,000 people were on their feet, because anything can happen. Good composure here, but he gets himself back involved. Really good from Tahuriorangi. Nice offload from McKenzie. Goodhue's been excellent all night. Oh, it's good to watch.
Oh, it's fantastic, all right. And now the scoreline's going to blow out a wee bit, and people who haven't seen this game will think it's been an All Black dominated game. Well, it hasn't been. It's just they've converted opportunities, and they have bounced back time and time again, which is, I think, a really pleasing thing. Steve Hansen, will talk to him shortly, but he will be pleased with a lot of areas of the way the All Blacks have played tonight. Perhaps not so much conceding tries, but the way they fought back, Tony.
Richie Mo'unga ends his first full test match with a conversion. The scoreboard is cruel on Argentina, 46-24, but there is no denying the brilliance of this All Black team at converting any sniff of an opportunity into points.